July 17th, this is the Vet Father channel. Just when he thought he was getting ready to reach a milestone, this happens. I've been on YouTube for going on 14 years. It started as doing the Mars Anomaly video, just pointing out the airbrushing back then. Then I lay low for a while, for almost 10 years. Then I resurfaced after the heart attack, and then I came back and started doing comet news and other things that fascinated me. I was just doing it at first, like for fun, for research. Hey, how about this? Hey, look at this. And then people would take that and turn it around and make videos and say, hey, man, the least you could do is give me some credit, right? But, that's not the way the world is right now. But today I got, I knew there was changes coming, but also too, I'm also under the attack that I've been harping on for a while now. And I need to put this out and let my subscribers know. There's a video, this one right here, 57 views. All these views been knocked down. I mean, I could go on X, for example, and show you that I got more views on X with these videos than these numbers here, which is nothing new. I mean, and that's not including Facebook and the other sites that I frequent. So you get used to it. But something else happened that was very disturbing. Oh, by the way, just take a look, a random look here.
They even know about this.
Okay, so it's down. Oh, so they put it back to 100. So they had it at 57. And as soon as I clicked on it,
they even know about this information here.
Now it's back to 100. Now look at the analytics. I'm being tampered with, folks. I'll show you. Okay, it's flatline. There's one watching it. 4 in the last 48 hours. Okay, that's to be expected. But like I said, I basically got more views in some other sites than this. That's not including the subscribers here and the search. But that's to be expected. But as a content creator, no, they follow this, especially those that make dinero. This is a business. This is a theater. This is a forum that YouTube provides for us to educate, entertain, report, news, politics, current events, weather, you name it, how to fix this. I always use YouTube, like how to fix this. Now I got to learn how to fix a broken lawnmower. But we look at this stuff. I look at it like on a monthly basis. I mean, for example, like this, for example. Okay, well, in the last 28 days, my views has jumped from 4,049 in 28 days. These are watch hours. These are little numbers compared to the big boys. Little teeny tiny numbers. But then I'm getting close to 1,000. Then I had to, before you could make some dinero, right? Before because I need dinero. I've been put in a bad situation. I look at the content creator look at this, for example, and I'm close to 1,000. But then today, I see that this was over here. Last time I checked was 3,564, and this was like maybe a little bit lower here. So it's like, wow, man, I'm getting close to making some income. I mean, I got, man, my story is being told. In the VA, is in other places that it's being documented. People are just shocked to hear it. But today it dropped from the 3,500 range, which I checked before this comet showed up, and this was like 920, something like that, 925. So in order to make some money, you got to have 1,000, and then you got to have 4,000 hours, right? So here I am right here where the pointer's at, and look where I just been dropped in the last 365 days. I just got dropped big time. Like I said, maybe over 4,000 hours. Maybe get $10 a cup of coffee, Starbucks maybe. That's what I heard. But my interest in the beginning, of all this wasn't to make money. You don't see me begging for money. You don't see me, buy me a cup of coffee or, send me this, showing commercials, basically spend half the video promoting stuff. Please help subscribe and hit the like button, share, send me gifts, send me donations, send me a cup of coffee, send me this, send me that. This is a business. I understand that. I understand this is a business. Es un negocio. Gente hace dinero. Coño, I was almost. Then I started saying, man, Lord, I need some help. Then he said, I thought, focus on this. You're close to it. Why not? Break that 1,000K barrier, subscriber. I've seen people start from zero for years, decades since I've been watching this, and now they're in the 500,000 range plus, or 100,000, or 350,000, or stuff like that. You push them out. You mention them in your videos, hoping the best for them. I always do. I always give them thumbs up. I'm not stingy with my thumbs up. I'm not stingy with subscribing. It's free. If you could help, if you like somebody, you give them a thumbs up. Subscribe to them. Share their sites whenever you can. Share it by one. Maybe by that you sharing that by one, and one takes it, and then one shares it with another, and another, and another, and another. But in my case, it hurts. It hurts. Because, okay, now I said, wait a minute, last 365 days, what did they do? This is new policy. Well, they knocked out my, all those 77 videos that I did with Comet 12P. I did 77 videos, and I must have had thousands and thousands of watch hours. So that got eliminated just before I reached or close to I'm in the red zone. Like football terminology, I must be like on the inside the 10-yard line. Now, I've been criticized with, through the pendejo, nobody watches your site and all that, and other beautiful compliments, like I said in the other video. Now, if I go, here's my audience, where they watch it from computers, cell phones, TV, tablets. And the ones that tune in are 39% subscribe and 60%. And 60%, I see I got a big, large audience of males. Females, no. I mean, no support there, even though I'm trying to help, save. But the interest is not there. And the age group, they got me basically with the senior citizens. But before, it was a whole bunch these numbers these numbers were not zero. Now they're all zeros. And Spanish translations and all that. My monthly audience, it's 1,440 according to this. It was rising. See, it took a dip. It's rising because of the comet. I mean, the object. It's not a comet. It's not a comet. And apparently, that might be a reason why things change. I mean, like I said, I'm just a teeny tiny channel. Just a teeny tiny channel. I see 16% got their notification on. Subscriber who turned on notification for your channel. Now I take that back, 70. I don't know how to read that, to be honest. Like I said, I started here, and then I went dormant for years until I had right here when I recovered from the heart attack, and then I started posting and then I just shot up from here, and then I went all over the globe. Because it was a comet. And I know a lot of people that work with the intel agencies that tune in. It's like, they have to. That's, look for information that might help with the research. And by the way, I mean, look at the total views, 221,696. It's like, again, it's a small channel. Compare to the other guys that could do this in a matter of a day. But I'm not a big guy. I don't have the fancy equipment. I don't have the desire. Or if I would have, when I had that remortgage, I gave $60,000 loss. Stupid. But just stupid. You get people get taken for for having a good heart, and people take advantage of you. That's probably why, also, why this rogue that that's doing this, that I feel, in my opinion. But I basically, this channel is basically covered. I mean, basically, if there's 500 results, how many countries are there in the planet? I don't think there's even 500. But every single country had tuned in once or twice into my channel. And I look at that, I'm like, wow, people are interested when it comes to the comets, space stuff. That's the interest, because people have that inner DNA program of a event that happened so long ago, and when they hear the word comet, and there's been stories about people fearing comets. So this, for the pendejo that nobody watches, that's the size almost of a big city, Orlando, whatever. Who knows? Over 200 in all these countries. I know it's just a handful of countries, people living in the country that's into this kind of stuff. I don't know what to do now, guys. I mean, there was so much news, that I wanted to cover, like this. This is news right here. This is the Schumann resident 2 hours ago. It's off the chart. We're being bombarded right now with energy, with who knows what from above. So yeah, I'm a father's rights. That's probably why the women don't wanna hear the truth. But there are good women. I said this is the year of the good women, and it's a new mini planet they found yesterday, the Subaru Space Telescope in Hawaii. It's that's an artist. That's the name they called it. The name of the astronomer that discovered it. I wanted to talk about that, and this is just an artist, and there's so many other mini planets. Maybe the dwarf people live there. Their solar system is coming in. I don't know. And the water vibration changing, the frequency from above. But I wanted to cover the comet. This one right here. I know I touch upon this because that's the danger that men face, and if women don't want to see it. The good women do see it. They do see it, but they don't. They have to. We gotta be loving. We gotta be, demonstrate the vibration. Keep the vibration. Keep the vibration. Tuned. See those good women, and there's a lot of them out there, and I support them. I watch them. I comment on their site, but on the men's side, men have a different feeling, because when you're being victimized, when you got a system that's victimizing you, it's hard on us when we're in so much pain, when our life, our future, you work 50, 60 years, and then you finally get a nest egg, and then it gets sapped right at the end. You avoided so much death. You saved so many. You worked so hard. Over the road truck driver and local and regional for over 30 years. It's not easy work, folks. And then before that, security. Before that, a soldier, So, yeah, I mean, I covered everything. Everything that's happening. Now, as far as the red star, I mean, that symbol there, I looked at that symbol, that red object, and this is basically where La Programa is, right here. But it's not the agency. The director, John Ratcliffe, or the IG, that's the IG, Inspector General, or Homeland, NSA, or anybody that was to do a little 101 would reveal things. But I was going to use this as this symbol right here of this red object if it stays red. But I was waiting to get more close-ups. And I'm one of those few that still believes that that still believes that all this can be prevented or improved. But the mindset of the others, the sect, because they have their limited power now. There's no checks and balance. So too much power corrupts. Especially when it's used against the man. The man basically is simple. All he wants is home, security, and a wife and children and a family. Provide, protect. But we have media, we have everything, the system that's the system that's out there destroying men's life in the system. But the thing is, the women cannot see it. They don't want to see it, or they're using the system to destroy. A lot of you, the young bucks, says, where was the old timers? How come they didn't stop this? We did try. Like I said, I get on the sites and I message and I get hundreds and hundreds of response. We did try to stop it, guys. We were up against a monster. We were up against the destroyer. It's in the book of Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. If you think of it, if you're the enemy, who would you use to destroy? Who? The weakest link. They don't want to consider themselves the weakest link. They're out there saying that we don't need men. You all seen it. They get away. I don't know what this one's about. There's always a woman. You don't think God sees all this? You don't. Of course he does. Of course he does. You don't think God loves man? You think God hates men? Of course, the other side, the locas, and the thing is, the good ones, the good women, the godly women see this. They don't want to step on their toe because they know how crazy they get. They'll break laws and get away with it. They'll break rules and get away with it. I wanted to reach 1,000. We're seeing the events. A lot of people that never paid attention to none of this are finally paying attention to all this that's happening. It's because it's like the frog in the boiling water. Should make a new movie, Women Gone Crazy. The majority are gone crazy. I don't know if the cell phone is spiritual, folks. It's all spiritual. There's my university, I do humor. I'm not trying to be funny in this slow burn, but I have to use humor. These are things that I reported this, I reported that already, and well, there they are. They don't realize they're out there doing that. They gotta be careful for lightning strikes, mocking. It could be from a mile away. You don't even think there's lightning, and then a mile away of lightning strikes. So, yeah, we're living in those days. I know it. You know it. The people that tune in know. I know it sounds crazy, but I believe this could be stopped. We could return to harmony. It doesn't have to be this way. But I'm finally coming to the realization that there's no hope. There's no hope for me. Again, I mention it for the old subscribers. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been doing this for a long time. That's probably why I get only, they don't wanna see it. I mean, who has the power? How many unborn have been? How many fathers have been? How many husband have been? And then only get what, probation? So, I mean, a husband cut, this right here. I mean, what happened to the morals? And she only gets what, 5 years in prison? Comes homes and women could do anything, get away with it. They feel like they could just bust in. If you don't want to see it, that's okay. You have your free choice. I mean, all you have to do is open your mind and see what's happening. I mean, I wanted to report on the the object, the Virgo. I was doing the Virgo when I saw that. Got me depressed. Got me depressed. Everything you see is, and this is just the beginning. I mean, not the beginning. It's going to continue. The volume is going to continue increasing more and more and more. The frequency is off. And then when those that are out there trying to tune it, trying to send out positive frequency, are being shut down. Just when in the Bible, when the Barabbas and Jesus and Pilate said, "Who do you?" and everybody starts saying, whoever said Jesus got hit, got slapped, got shut up. So Barabbas people made sure that nobody said Jesus, even though the majority was Jesus. And we know the story. We know the story. What happened there? This stuff. See, now I know they're funded, but they're also brainwashed, mentally and spiritually. How come they don't do this for the 500,000 fathers in jail for child support? I mean, I remember used to having that I collected the first one. I still have it. That didn't get disappeared. It was the assignment. And I still kept it right here, the assignment. And the other one that I said, there's two of them. The other one was, This Is Your Life. I remember that, getting those when I was younger, back in the 70s. And I saved them. Used to read them all the time. Yeah, Lord. I fail. And this is the Supernova by the Wolf Constellation. And yeah, I have comedy. Like something like this. It's funny. Even though it's AI. It's still funny. So basically this is, basically what this is this right here. They don't want to see. They don't want to see the truth. Why would you? When you got a system that can steal. It is so easy for you to steal. It is so easy for you to manipulate. You have the power to manipulate. You got witchcraft. You got a lot of brujas out there. You got a lot of demonic influence. You see their eye, I've shown eyes changing right before your eyes. I remember, when they used to have these, what do you call these? I forgot what you call them. When women used to, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, they used to walk down the aisle with beautiful dresses and, And women were, what the hell do they call this? Fashion show. Yeah, fashion show. Yeah, we don't need men, but yet men will risk their life to save you. The one especially, look at that, risking his life. But yet there's those that they say, well, there's just a few of them. Yeah, but you're seeing what they get away with saying. That if I was to say something like that, you think I'd be on the air? Of course not. See, the thing with women, they stick together, even the good and the bad. You could be a Christian woman, and when you go to church and all that, when it comes to, they would side with this. I mean, their mouth is 24/7. That's probably what happened in my case. I mean, like I said, I was used. The people that abuse me should be they the ones that should have this over their around the thing for what they did. But it doesn't matter anymore. I mean, this is the woman from the 50s? I mean, they've always been beautiful, but different. Now it's not like that no more. And I talk about the butterfly effect. Only one butterfly of all that can have an effect. Can you believe that? One butterfly could change things. And he got banned for preaching. See, people, everybody think there's freedom. There's no freedom, folks. None. None. So we got a new planet in the solar system. These are all the newcomers. I mean, throughout the years, and we got a new one. I was gonna make a video on this. I mean, they don't call it planets. It looks like a planet to me. I don't care if it's small, the size of the moon, or some of them are bigger than the size of the moon. Some of them look at Titan, all those other planets. That Europa, life. Amen. So, ended it here. I mean, I was so close. I mean, it takes a lot of energy and research to do videos. I mean, I'm going to put a video out there without doing research. I have a lab. I do the research. And it takes a lot of cojones to make a video, to make yourself known, putting yourself out there. Just thought I'd lay it out. I think my channel is like that metaphor right there. I was so close to cross the bridge. I finally was getting able to, and then all of a sudden, kaboom. Part of me just feels like just giving up right now. Because all of us experience depression. And right now, I am depressed. But I still have to maintain the faith and the great responsibility to save 90% of my audience is male. And it's interesting how they took away all these other age brackets. They made it 0. I'm under attack right now, you saw. They'll make sure that I don't get to 1,000 subscribers. They'll make sure that I'll never get to 4,000 hours. My information that might help others, and others will take the credit because they're afraid of or mentioning me, because some are just racist, or those, or some, they're some hypocrite thing. I don't know, Bryce. I think this might be the end of the Vetfather channel. I'll see. I gotta pray on it and see what Lord want me to do. He knows I'm depressed. He's just letting me absorb this and making me realize I brought you back for a reason.